Healthcare Freedom Act passed our General Assembly on a bipartisan basis, and it had to because the Democrats control the Senate. The final vote in the House was 90-3. That's pretty good. I hope the courts are like that. But this is an effort that Virginia is behind. 7 of our 11 congressional representatives voted against this health care bill. And the Constitution, in my view, is pretty clear, so it really wouldn't matter what all those previous things were. We have to defend that Constitution, and that's what we're going to do. I appreciate y'all's support.
Smack them down,
sign up, get our emails, and we'll keep you updated on the case. Bruce is going to be here a while. I've got to run out. Going up actually to the Stafford Tea Party here today. It's too bad the weather didn't cooperate, but I appreciate y'all's invitation and your hospitality. Thank you all very much. God bless.
History Month. Honor these men. As citizens of Powhatan County, we enjoy a very low crime rate. And part of that reason is we have a kick-ass Commonwealth's attorney. I just want to call him out. He's going to love it.
Yeah.
Mr. Bob Beasley.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Break the law, you'll find.
All right, last one. 5th District, Carson Tucker. If you call him, he's going to talk for a long time. But his number is 598-2213. 598-2213. Our next speaker is a friend of mine. She's been involved in the Republican Party. She's involved in the Tea Party. Now she's on the board of the Richmond Liberty Alliance. She's a good friend of mine, and I want to introduce Ms. Mickey White.
Good morning, fellow patriots. It's a little tough act to follow after Ken's speech, but isn't it nice that we here in Virginia actually have a statesman and not a politician representing us? That we begin this fight here in Virginia. Now, some of you are probably wondering, who is Mickey White? I'm sure if you saw the printout, my name was the first one that popped out at you as, oh, I can't wait to hear what she has to say. Well, let me tell you, I am really nobody. I'm just someone who decided a little while back that I was fed up. I had enough of overreaching government, constant raising of my taxes, and constant infringement of my liberty. I'm just like you. And I just want to let you know that it's people like us, as we stand together, that we will be the ones who make the difference. You see, I go to a lot of these rallies, and they ask a lot of questions. But some of them aren't really, really clear. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this one out as clear as possible. Who wants to pay more taxes? Oh, really? Not one? Not one hand in the place? Really? Well, neither do I, and neither do other Americans. But it's really you and I that are literally the only barrier between us and our government. See, the power lies with the people. And I believe the strongest words in our Constitution are we the people. Our founding fathers promised us that we would have a government that worked for the people, okay, and by the people, but not to have a government that ruled the people. And that's something that we all need to keep in mind. Now, as I said, with the power lying with the people, I'm so happy to see so many of you guys out here today at this rally, and thankfully we do have a great day. A little chillier than I had expected, as you can tell. But I will say this, not everybody can come out to a rally all the time. Sometimes you can't make it to events. Not everyone out there who believes the same things that we believe is ready to raise that flag or raise that sign. But that doesn't mean that you can't get involved. And what I'm here to talk to you about today is how you can do that. Because obviously, Rallies are great. These are fantastic, and I encourage you to get out to as many as you can. Mostly so you can come in contact with like-minded individuals and be inspired to do more. But there are other ways that you can get involved. Maybe you can just write letters, as suggested. You can get online. You can blog. You can email your friends about things that are going on. All of this is important. But really it starts here at home. And really one of the things you can start doing is going to your city council meetings. Go to your school board meetings. Go to your local RNC, DNC, Libertarian meeting, whatever group you follow, and make sure your voice is being heard. There are plenty of outlets there for you, but they don't all require you standing here at a rally like this. And that's something we need to remember. And at this point, we must have our voice be heard, because as I've said, we are the only barrier between us and the federal government. Now, at this point, seeing as how they've been voting lately, it appears that Congress needs a hearing aid. So maybe we need to talk a little louder, right? Maybe we need to be a little more vocal about our opinion. But in truth, our voice will be heard in November. And that is our time to scream. That is our time to let them know they can either get out, right? We don't want any more of this, all right? And changes need to take place, real change. Because again, we need to return that power to the people. And one of the things I'd like to hit on here too, having Ken here and having Lee Ware here, a lot of times we get caught up in the negativity. There's a lot of people out there that we're angry with because they're not supporting us. And I encourage you, write letters to them. Tell them you're unhappy with what they're doing. Let them know. Let your voice be heard. But also, in the case of Ken, in the case of Lee Ware, and many others, if there is a candidate or a representative out there that is actually brave enough to stand up for us and what we believe in, then I encourage you to support them just as strong. You need to get out there and throw your support behind them, whether that means time or donations or just showing up and voting. All of that is important because we cannot allow those men who are out there bravely fighting for us to feel like they're alone. And a lot of times the media portrays it as such, but they're not alone, right? Because we stand behind them. So that is something you need to keep in mind as well. Now, it is up to us to make sure that this madness goes no further. It's 100% up to us. Because for all the fighting that Ken is doing, and for all that fighting that takes place inside Capitol, inside Richmond, it all comes down to us, we the people. Now, as Todd introduced, I am now a member of the Richmond Liberty Alliance. I want to tell you a little bit about what we offer you. Basically, we're just a group of people that got together and decided that we wanted to make it easier for people to get more in contact with their government, to reconnect the people to their government. So you can go to our website, which is richmondlibertyalliance.com. You can also find us on Facebook. And what you'll find when you go there is a calendar of events. Everything you can find in the Central Virginia area at the end. You're going to find school board meetings. You're going to find city council meetings. You're going to find rallies and events and guest speakers. And I encourage you to check that out. In addition to that, there are groups that you can join that are already in existence. Now, not everybody is going to like every group. But if you look at our website, we kind of give you some information about each. I encourage you to check them out. Why? Because these groups are active. These groups are out there, and they give you another outlet and another opportunity to work with and to talk with people who have the same ideas you have. And now on our website, we do have a list of national groups. So you can pretty much find anything.